I just want to briefly talk about one of the problems that sometimes comes up with Bentham's utilitarianism, and that's that it's sometimes labeled a swine philosophy. Swine philosophy is the idea that it's like a pig philosophy. The idea that, the pleasure of a pig is no better than the pleasure of a human. The pleasure of one person is of all equal. They're all equal. And as a matter of fact, some people use Bentham's version of utilitarianism as an argument for animal rights. That they say, if an animal can feel pleasure and pain, we should take them into account. We shouldn't kill them just to eat them. And so, there should be an idea. And there are some people who would say, if an animal doesn't feel pleasure or pain, then there'd be nothing immoral about eating it. And, that's part of the entire analysis, that you need to take into account that these animals have pleasure and pain, that they matter. And so one of the big complaints that comes across with Bentham is that he does create this philosophy that doesn't really distinguish, that, going out and getting drunk is no better than getting a college degree. If it brings you pleasure, it brings you pleasure. Now, ideally, getting drunk is going to bring you, what's it going to bring? It's going to bring you a couple hours of happiness, whereas a college education could bring you a lifetime of happiness, give you a better lens through which you can understand the world and appreciate society, and give you better earning potential as well as other things. And so that would be a better pleasure than, say, getting drunk. But if you were going to, compare them, if you were to find that getting drunk every night for 4 years instead of getting a college degree, and you spend the same amount of money, and that at the end of that time you end up making the same amount of money and have the same life, if that's equal, then maybe you should just go ahead and go with the getting drunk every night. I mean, that would be part of this idea that it's a swine philosophy. It doesn't really bring about anything good. It's really just about having a good time, and that's a big negative in that case.